Hello everybody, in today's video I will be reviewing a LEGO Technic set. Now a while ago I asked you guys what you would like to see on my channel and someone said get some Technic stuff. So I did, and I got some really awesome stuff, but I'm starting with this one to begin with. This is the LEGO Technic mining truck. It's 362 pieces, it's model 42035 and it's rated for ages 9 to 16. On the back of the box, you can also see that it's got a second build, and it does come with the booklet for the second build and not just using the online app. But I'll do the second build in a separate video. So this is the actual LEGO Technic mining truck. I think it looks really cool. I think it's pretty proportionate for how a real mining truck should be. And these things are supposed to be really big. I mean, this right here is the cab where a person is supposed to sit in. So you can imagine that he might be only, this big or so. Here it is next to a minifigure, so you can get an idea of how big this thing is, or how, the scale of it, because he's supposed to sit inside there, sort of sitting down like this, but as you can see, there's no way that he is going to fit in there at all. So this thing is definitely scaled down to the size where a minifigure cannot be put inside of it. The one thing I really like about this Technic set is the fact that everything here is smooth. I mean, Technic is basically smooth anyways, but everything inside here is really smooth. I think you could put some stuff in there, like if you wanted, you could, put this in there, and then you can use the action to dump it out if you wanted to. And I'll show you the action a little bit more in a second. But what I'm really surprised with this Technic set is that even though it's so small and it has very little pieces, only 362, it actually has a pretty good functioning engine to it. Here you can see it's got a belt in the engine, and that actually runs off of the back wheel. And it's also got this piston that comes up and down as well. That's from what I've seen on the internet, that's a common piston in the LEGO Technic set. So there's actually a working engine down there, and I'll show you what this looks like from the bottom as well. Down on the bottom, you can see that when it turns off of this one wheel, everything else turns through the shaft all the way to this thing here, and then you can see that everything moves just from this one wheel. And I find that when I'm moving this thing around, you'll see that the engine doesn't always move. And I think what I need to do is actually put a little bit of pressure, and then everything moves. So if there's one thing I could change about this, maybe it would be that. You can also turn the wheels by turning this knob on top, and it actually turns very well. And you can go back and forth. I find that when I go backwards with this one, it actually makes this grinding sound that it doesn't have when I move forwards. So I'm not sure what that's about, but it turns very fast, and it also turns with a proper like a 4 connector thing. I'll show you that in a second, but it turns very well, and overall it's very sturdy. So you can see when I turn it, we've got these little yellow pins down inside of here, and they go inside of each other, and that's what allows it to turn. And the other movement with this is obviously making the bed move up and dump whatever is loaded inside of there out onto the table. And you can do that by turning this little knob, and you actually turn it counterclockwise to move the bed clockwise. So it comes up, and then it actually locks, so you can let go of it and then dump your load out, and then you can just bring this back. It tends to have a little bit of friction when going upwards, but then when you go down, it just releases very fast. I'm sure I could control that if I really held the knob a bit more, but your first time turning this, you're gonna, and it goes really fast, and you're not really gonna notice that. It's just gonna surprise you, I guess, in a sense. So I have a feeling I built this a little bit wrong. The knob that we use to actually maneuver the bed of the truck is very small, and in the very front of the truck, there's the belt. And I know it's a bit difficult to see here, but the belt actually runs on 3 different sprockets. There's one here, there's one down there, and there's one on the side here. And what happened is I think that this little sprocket on the side that turns the bed of the truck was supposed to go here, and this one was supposed to go there, because I found that putting the chain on was a bit tight, and that also might be resulting in why when I go backwards there's a bit more friction. It's just that the chain is too tight. So the only negative comment I have to say about this set is the fact that when you open this up and you can see that we've got the cab part here where the guy sits, there's a piece missing. You can see this one down here, it's got a gray piece that goes through, and you can see the gray piece down in the corner here, but there's one missing up here. And when I put this together, I started working on the rest, and then there's another gray piece that goes down in here, right there. And when I got to that piece, I wish I had better lighting, that little gray piece right there, I searched and searched and searched and I could not find it. Now I have another one from different sets and just parts laying around and stuff that I could put in there, but I didn't. I just took this one out and I replaced it in there because this was much more important, and I just wanted to keep it like that to kind of show the problem I had with the set. So overall, I am very, very happy with the Lego Technic set. I think that for the amount of pieces, it's pretty detailed, and the way the engine goes and everything is really nice. It's very well built, it's very strong, it doesn't feel like it's gonna fall apart. There's a lot of playability with this. Like I said, you could put pieces in there, and if you really wanted, you could have all of your Lego Technic kind of construction pieces, you know, like sets, and you could put them together and play around with it, and this one could be your dump truck, of course. So I think it does have very good playability. It's got a lot of cool pieces. It's put together well, and not only that, it comes with a second build, which we will get to soon. But that's it for this review. I did do a time-lapse build of this, sort of like a stop-motion type of time-lapse stuff. If you want, at the end of the video, you can click the top left link and watch that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on my next video.